So I finally got Iceberg. It wasn't that bad, but I mean, I did have to abuse save states a little because I accidentally kept killing him in the process. And actually, I did find a good way to actually get Iceberg. So you know, rather than wait for him to actually cast it himself, if you get into it, get him, or actually it, doesn't really have a gender. If you get into its weakest condition, oh yeah, of course, deactivating this crystal. Let's see. All right, activates another dragon up, or you know, another area in that thing. And oh hey, would you look at that? Activating the crystals in all 4 of those rooms actually opened up this pillar. Looks interesting. And it looked like there was a door on it, so maybe you have to go in there next. I don't know. But anyway, the good way is, you know, get it into his weakest condition, and thank goodness there was that shortcut. I don't have to go around and solve that puzzle again. I keep jumping around for myself, but once he's in his weakest condition, just attack with low-level fire elements like Fireball or Magna Bomb, and he should, or I'm sorry, it should actually cast Iceberg then, and then of course you know get it if you let down the trap there. So and that's really what I did, and actually that's a pretty good thing. And of course heal when necessary, so you don't actually have to. I mean, heal it. Don't heal yourself. Heal it when necessary, so you don't have to you know, use the save states over again. Or maybe you will if you're playing on an emulator. But yeah, and actually something really funny happened in that process. So I healed him a couple of times, like just casting Cure, 2 cures on him, and then defending. And like right afterwards, he cast Cure Plus on me. Yeah, all members of my party got fully healed because of him. It was I've never seen that happen. I've never seen the boss actually heal your party. I guess because we were being so nice to him, he decided that he wanted to be nice to us. I mean, it was completely ridiculously funny. Like, I've never seen that happen before. So, but yeah, anyway, so that's really the shortcut to getting it. So now I want to, you know, fill up these blanks, and I really don't want tablet there, but I don't know. I don't know what else I can put there. Wait, no, I don't want Bushwhacker. Uplift, I guess, you know, that'll work. And now what I also want to do is replace this with, let's see here, where are you? Holy Lights. Yeah, right. And I'm not going to tell you why I just did that. But anyway, okay, so yeah, this looks like a door, so let's go in here. Maybe there's might be something good in here. I don't know. Oh, okay, right. So the white crystal, and I'm not sure, but if you've been noticing, each crystal we activate, it corresponds to one of the colors, you know, the elements. So and of course, you know, this is Fort Dragonia, dragon, color, elements. You know, kind of fits with the whole dragon god thing, doesn't it? So yeah, well, you know, it doesn't appear to be a boss here, so, you know, I guess, okay, we can just deactivate this. Oh, should have known. Yes, okay, this is a very annoying boss. And the reason I equipped the trap Holy Light is because there is a higher probability of this one casting Holy Light. You know, unlike the giant gloop, which took forever to cast Iceberg, this one is well, like I said, has a higher probability of casting Holy Light, and so that's why I'm starting off the battle just doing this. And every trap element I lay down, I always purposely start off the battle by attacking physically with the character that has it, and then purposely running out of stamina to cast the trap. Because I mean, it's not really a problem, and of course, you know. And this, unfortunately, is the one downside with. Oh no. Glenn, I think you need an adult. Yes, right. Anyway, and the mood change doesn't really make any sense. Like, I don't even... that's not like a stat increase. The only thing I can think of is that when it does its mood change, it will actually do some more powerful elements. Maybe. I don't know. but that's what seems to happen. And of course, be careful with that last attack that that it did. Oh, son of a gun. That's right. The last attack that son of a gun just did. The kissy thing has a good chance of putting your character to sleep. Well, you know, the character that it performs the element on to sleep. So yeah, you really want to be careful of that. And so, like I was saying, the one downside about flying enemy is, yeah, unfortunately you do miss sometimes. Gun should be okay. Yeah, and see, this is the problem, is it's like, wait a minute, you can't cast Meteor Shower right after casting that? Yeah, but yeah, it can. That's what I hate about the food change. And then it does another one. I'm really hoping it casts Holy Light soon. But yes, anyway, so, you know, you just want to make sure that you keep your party fully healed at all times, naturally. Oh, of course, one thing I didn't tell you, of course, you didn't see it, but, you know, I guess, you know, I could, oh, we're fatigued. Yeah, well, one thing I could tell you, you didn't notice, well, you didn't see it, of course, because it was off screen, but, you know, during the thing of getting, Iceberg, a kid died in the process, unfortunately. And, but it was okay. I mean, I got to revive. And then that's when I learned about the trick. Because, I mean, it was such a pain that I'm eventually like, okay, is there a trick to getting this? Because, you know, when in my practice file, it just did it. Like, I didn't have to use the trick of casting a low-level red element or anything, you know, of the sword. Yes, Holy Light! Finally! You cast it, and of course now it's mine, haha. Holy Light is a very good element. I cannot stress that enough. It is probably one of the most useful elements of all time. It attacks all party members, does a crap load of damage, and is just all around awesome. So yeah, needless to say that it is a really good element. You know, one thing I always hate is that, you know, needless to say, anything that's like that, like, you know, and now a man who needs no introduction. Okay, anytime anyone starts off like that, or, you know, it goes without saying, why do people feel the need to, you know, then say what needs to be, what goes without saying? You know, that doesn't make sense. You say something needs to go without saying, and then you end up saying it anyway. I don't get why people do that. You know, just, okay, like I just did with, like, you know, needless to say, okay, well, okay, maybe it is needless to say, but I wanted to say it. Okay, that's understandable, but crap. Kid's dead. Damn this. I think, is this the first time I've ever shown an on-screen, boss death? I think it might be. I'm not sure. Anyway, you're going down. I guess I'll just use Electro Bolt. Yeah, I think it is, like, the first time I've ever shown a death of a party member, like, on screen. Problem, okay, you know what, yeah, okay, I'll revive Kid, and then, yeah, and Kid's still a stamina left. So yeah, like, needless to say, okay, I want to say it, so that's understandable, but, you know, if you say something goes without saying, and then you say what should be gone without saying anyway, it kind of seems redundant and, you know, kind of just pointless, really. Like, if you say a man that needs an introduction, and then you introduce him anyway, or, well, her, you know, if you're introducing a woman, we are gender neutral in this Let's Play. And I'm going to heal all, and then I'm just going to defend and get my stamina back. But yeah, like, I just don't understand what's the point of saying, you know, like, what should go without saying anyway. You know, like, my dad actually had a really funny story involving that. He actually had to introduce a man, but, I mean, he was a well-known person. I don't know the full details of this, but it was like, he had to introduce him at some seminar or something. And so, you know, he's just like, and now a man who needs no further introduction. Or, you know, no introduction. And then my dad just goes and sits down. That's what it should be done. If he needs no introduction, then you should not need to introduce him. You should just say that, you know, no introduction, and sit down, like my dad did. And of course, the guy who, you know, needed no introduction then stepped up and he said, okay then. You know, like, yeah, but, you know, okay. Can't argue with what my dad did, because, but yeah, it's just stuff like that. It kind of, it's like a pet peeve of mine, I guess. Oh my gosh. Is this guy going to die soon? I just... Oh, wait. I want to... did heal all. I guess recover all would be the next best thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Just want to... Kid already died once. If she dies again, she won't... It won't be like game over for her, of course. She'll just be down to 1 HP after the battle. But I'm getting really tired of this. Can you please die? Oh my gosh, you're not dead yet. More anti-black. Fine, I don't care. Let's see here. Luminaire would be kind of stupid. I guess I'll just use Ice Blast or something. But yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, one of those pet peeves of mine. Oh my gosh, die already. Sure, another Ice Blast. Why not? How long has this battle been going on for? I need to check my time. Hang on a second. Okay. So, okay. It's been going on for probably about 12 minutes now. Holy cow. Oh my god. This thing just... Son of a... Oh, finally! Son of a gun dies! You son of a gun. The son of a gun is now a son of a bitch. Thank you. I don't know. I'm being completely crazy with my jokes now. Seriously, that was annoying. But thank you for casting Holy Light. I really appreciate it. I think, actually, this is probably going to replace my other recording. I actually did do a second recording that was, like, 20 minutes long. And, unfortunately, son of a gun did not cast Holy Light. I should have probably defended at some point to make sure it happened. But I was completely unaware that son of a gun was actually in its weakened condition. The problem with flying enemies, most of the time you can tell that they are weak because they'll be flying lower. But I guess, I don't know, I was just caught on whatever I was saying, that I could not really tell that, you know, that son of a gun was actually sagging or weakened when it's flying, it's floating out. And of course that activates, you know, another circle in there, whatever that room is. And it lowers an elevator. Interesting. Yeah, so going through those 4 rooms, you know, down here on the ground floor and solving all 4 of those puzzles, well, 3 puzzles on a maze, was all to connect the elevator shafts. Yep. That's pretty, yeah, sorry. Ouch. So anyway, now we want to go up, but actually if we go down first, there's something I want to show here. That I want you to just keep in the back of your mind. This is not going to be important right now, but just kind of, you know, remember what this thing is. It's some kind of device. It's not functioning. Oh, well that sucks. Well, what are these things? They look like eggs. It's some kind of device. There's a broken eggshell inside. Well, okay, so maybe this is an egg incubator? Well, too bad it's offline, you know. It's not working. Well, it looks like whatever was inside hatched. So... yeah, okay. Well, you know, maybe that device might become useful later. Who knows? But anyway, so now we just want to go up, because there's nothing we can do down here, but I just wanted to show you that device so you can remember what it looks like. Just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Because, you know, for something that's going to happen much later. So, okay, now we want to go up one more time. And as we go up... does this look familiar? Yes. yes, we are now finally back to where the game began, basically. You know, it started off in that cutscene of Fort Dragonia, but really, when we start controlling Serge and everybody, that, you know, this was the floor that that the game started on. So maybe this one should be called Full Circle rather than episode 38, but you know, I just felt like calling episode 38, you know, Full Circle. And, you know, if you remember from episode 1, yeah, there's the black crystal that we had to activate. Yeah, we gotta do that again. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. Remember in that first episode, there wasn't like a, you know, there wasn't any problem deactivating that. So, you know, we could probably just walk up to it. But anyway, and unlike in episode 1, you know, in that dream sequence, there are actually chests in this area, you know, on this floor, as well as some, you know, new enemies. There are dragoons. I'm guessing they don't want to put dragoons on screen, or, you know, back at the start of the game, so you weren't like spoiled by, like, you know, what you know, by their presence or something. You don't wonder like who they were or anything. Anyway, if you're wondering how we'll get to that chest, well, I'll show you in a moment here. I'm just keeping my eye on the clock. Anyway, I do not want to fight this guy, so if he could just kindly get out of the way. Damn it! Whatever. I don't believe I showed him on screen, so I guess I'll just fight him. Luckily, there's only one. But, yes, right. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put Polylight to Serge. I guess I'll just do that after this battle. Oh, but yes, right, I forgot to mention this in episode 42. I should have, but I forgot to mention it. If any of my friends are watching and you want to co-commentate on Chrono Cross part, well, please ask. You know, I welcome the opportunity to chat with somebody while doing this. It beats talking to nothing, essentially. But oh, really? You're still alive? Wow, whole 13 damage there. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Don't be afraid to ask if you'd like. I mean, we'll have to work out some details, of course, because, you know, primarily I only record 2 parts on Thursday, and the times would be roughly 7 o'clock to 10:30 at night. That's generally somewhere in there is about when I record, because that's generally when I have the house to myself. It's Thursday nights, so that's why I usually record roughly between that time period, because that's, you know, obviously. So yeah. Oh yeah, right, I have to, well, I gotta heal the burns anyway, so I might as well equip the element anyway. So where are you, Holy Light? Is it down the bottom? Ah, there you are. Anyway, yes. And attacks all foes, like I previously stated, and it's going to replace the trap elements. How wonderful. Right. Anyway. Awesome! So, cool. Right, anyway, so if you're still wondering how we get to that chest, I'm going to show you that in a moment. And it's by going down these steps. Now, I am actually aware that I'm probably over my time limit. Hang on a second, I just want to... Oh, crap. Can it attack me? Let's move away before it does. Anyway, let me make sure that, right, and, okay. Okay, well, it is roughly 20 minutes, so, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just get to the black crystal and end off the part there. But, back to, oh, right, by the way, what was in the chest was the angel charm, and, that's anti-white. So, I'm going to replace the bronze helmet with that, because the other two I really like, so, yeah. Or anti-white. Should I be doing anti-black? So that, well, because, okay, it's protection against the anti-white element, essentially. So if any boss ever uses an anti-white element on Serge, the charm will, or the angel charm will block it, and and of course the Daemon charm is protection against anti-bug. But yeah, essentially the oh yeah, by the way, cutting this. Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I'm back. I was just making sure I got away from all the enemies here. And now we're here. So right. Anyway, so yeah, the angel charm would protect against that element, allowing Serge to still use his white elements. That's why I equipped it and everything. Although, you know, I could equip the anti-black element, you know, or charm, the Daemon charm right there. But, you know, who cares? Maybe I'll do that off screen or something. Anyway, so we accomplished quite a lot in this part. I finally got the iceberg. Well, I didn't do that. I got that off screen, but you saw the end result of the battle, pretty much, you know, with the star and everything. And then, finally, you know, fought the son of a gun and got the holy light element, which is something I couldn't do the first time recording this part. And, yeah, I had to get the iceberg again. Well, essentially what I did was I reloaded a save state that I made before getting iceberg, and luckily it was like right before I got iceberg. Like, I just had to cast heal on the enemy and then use Magna Bomb from Glenn. I used Serge's heal and Magna Bomb from Glenn, and then it finally gave me iceberg. So yeah, that's where like the last save state was. So I was like, oh, okay, great. So I didn't have to do a lot of work again. But, you know, anyway. So, you know, accomplished quite a lot in this part. And, you know, we have one more crystal to deactivate. And then, well, you know, if you remember from part 1, then we'd go and we'd travel up to the highest point of the fort. And, wow. You know, sorry, kid. It's not looking good for you. You know, I see doom in your near future. I'm sorry. You know, it's been a good run, but, you know, anyway, I'll get to that in the next episode, alright? So, thank you very much for watching, and in the next part, we'll deactivate this final crystal and, you know, head up to the highest point of the fort. So, see you guys then.